Hello everyone and welcome to the Shyt Show, the awesome podcast where we talk crap, and I mean literally crap, brought to you by the Shy Third, the double dinner disaster prophet, which is me of course. Now let's deep dive into last week's matter, shall we? Monday, February 23rd, 2026, 3:27 a.m. Very early, huh? Yeah, the idea of having a beer and a huge Mexican chili panini fried chicken beans spicy dinner wasn't great on a Sunday evening, was it? Fuck, my arsehole burns. Hope I can go back to sleep afterwards. Still on Monday, 6:48 a.m. Oh hi! Another piece of shit gets out of my asshole. What a turd. And at 7:14 a.m. Guess what? I have had breakfast. It took me 5 minutes because I urged to the toilet almost while finishing last slurp of milk. Milk, huh? This shit reminds me of it. Not the color though. Tuesday, 8:14 a.m. After a long streak eating meat and feeling my bowels weak, yesterday I only ate veggies. This morning my bowels feel very energetic. And me too. Nice shot. 8 out of 10. A little yucky though. Wednesday, 8:07 a.m. Taking shit the day after pizza is not obvious. Yesterday I went visiting my granddad. It was his pizza day, so we ordered pizza. After pizza, I usually don't eat anything else, but he insisted to eat some fruit he brought to the table. My girlfriend said, I don't want any, and he replied, fruit is not something one wants, it is something you eat for duty. Seems wise. He's 92, so I'd better listen to his advices. I ate a tangerine, and this morning my shit seems healthy. Well, thanks, Grandpa. Thursday, 7:27 a.m. Yesterday it was the last of 4 wine lessons. This time wasn't more alcoholic than the last one, but I was feeling bad during the night. My bowels were standing still, lingering, bloating. This morning I almost couldn't wake up. I feel wrecked. I'm not taking a shit, but it's not even that bad. I guess I'm just ill. Shit. Meanwhile, shit gets out, careless of how I feel. Friday, 8:27 a.m. I love it when poop just gets out so easily. I shall just eat more fruit. Saturday, 6:39 a.m. Yesterday I went out with a friend. We were supposed to have a drink and then eat some Indian food. We ended up having 2 beers each and some chips. After that, we skipped the Indian restaurant and we preferred to share a bottle of wine. And that was our dinner. Now, it's the weekend and I needed some proper sleep. But I guess my body didn't like the diet, waking myself up after a short 4-hour slumber, forcing me to the loo. I didn't even make a proper shit. Only a few little turds. This is utter disappointment. Still Saturday, 7:40 a.m. Aha, that's shit. This makes sense. Yeah, true shit, real shit, a mess. Sunday, 9:38 a.m. Few turds, but this is a 6 out of 10 shit. Not best. 8:22 p.m. It's been a long time since I had explosive bad diarrhea, but I guess everything comes back around eventually. Everything. Today I went out with my parents for lunch at my mom's favorite Chinese restaurant. Good. Fried. Unhealthy. Awesome. Then, when my girlfriend came home from work, she was exhausted. She needed some comfort food. Guess what? Let's go to the Chinese restaurant. Fine, I won't eat much. Indeed. I felt something odd while parking my car. My bowels, they felt it. Danger was coming. Well, after 20 minutes, our food is here, or shall I say, there. I'm here in the toilet. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a proper end for my shitty week. So that's it from last week's journal, but please lean on a little longer. I've just selected a random post from the past. It was on Wednesday, January 15th, 2025, 8:17 a.m. I woke up with this sense of urgency, like my body had already made its decision while I was still dreaming. I walked to the bathroom like an actor who knows his entrance is important. I sat down, and I waited for the script to reveal itself. At first, it was just air, a quiet, polite air, the kind of air that excuses itself. Then a pause. Then the real thing. It wasn't dramatic, but it was meaningful. It had a certain weight, not only physical, but symbolic. Like a small confirmation that I'm still part of the world of living organisms that transform things into other things. Sometimes I wonder how many of my thoughts are just the byproduct of digestion. Like, maybe philosophy is just constipation with vocabulary. I looked down, as one does, and I felt a strange pride. Not the pride of accomplishment, but the pride of continuity. I flushed. The sound was like a curtain closing. And now, as I'm writing this, I realize how little it takes to feel grounded. A bathroom, a body, and a morning that begins with something leaving you. Alrighty fellas, the show is over. See you next week with some crappy journal leak. And remember, for your daily dose of shit, go to theshyt.com. The Shyt with the Y.